Hey guys, I'm Andrea Ager, and one of the questions that I get the most is CrossFit gonna make me too bulky? Or is CrossFit gonna make me look like a man? Now those questions are surprisingly very common. I say I hear that from almost every other girl, probably, that asks about CrossFit. And for me, from my experience, I've had a lot of kind of like insulting conversations with people that say, oh, I don't want to look like that girl, or oh, I don't want to get too muscular, I just want to get toned. And I think everybody knows what they want to look like, or, you know, this is my ideal image. But they're not looking at like what their body looks like right now and what it's going to take to lose some weight or to tighten up. A lot of it has to do with diet. It's not just working out. And I promise you, CrossFit is not going to make you bulky, and it's definitely not going to make you look like a man. And now a lot of it is, what are we supposed to look like? Like, what am I, as a woman, supposed to look like? Am I supposed to have a big chest? Am I supposed to be really thin? Am I supposed to have a tiny waist? Am I supposed to be a size 4? I don't think that there's anything that I have to look like. I'm not trying to go for someone else's body. I'm trying to optimize this. And let me tell you, I've been trying to get bulky for 7 years, and even when I flex, you can still see that I'm strong, but I don't think I'm bulky. I mean, my arms are still pretty skinny. I weigh 140 pounds, I'm 5'9", and I've been trying to gain weight for a long time, and I've been doing CrossFit every single day for 7 years. And so I can tell you right now that if you're looking to start CrossFit and you're worried that you're gonna get bulky in like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, it's not gonna happen. If I could even just record all of the lifts I've made and all the weights I've lifted and all of the PRs and pull-ups and weighted dips and strict handstand push-ups that I've done in my life, it would be a huge number, and I'm nowhere close to being bulky or looking like a guy. Like, what does that even mean? A guy, like what, okay, what do they look like? Okay, masculine features, hair on their face, short hair, like, you know, I guess some of them are muscular, some of them aren't, some of them have body hair, some of them aren't. I don't really understand like what looking like a guy means. Like, yeah, if I look like I have arms that can pick something up, great. If I look like my friends, you know, moving for the weekend and they want to ask me for help because they know I can probably help lift a piece of furniture, great. That means to my friends that I'm functional. One of my clients, she goes to Disney World every year with her kids, and her husband used to complain about it all the time and say that it was so annoying going to Disney World because of the food and the energy and the kids running around and whatever. But he told me that after doing CrossFit for 2 years, now he loves to go to Disney World because now he can carry around his kids, eat a good diet, prepare for the day, and actually be functional enough to move and to go through a day of activities. For me, CrossFit is preparing for life, whether that's taking something heavy and putting it on a shelf, whether that's going on a run if I go on a vacation, or whether it's being able to go into the gym and PR a max lift because I'm functionally able. I don't think that if you're doing CrossFit, or if you want to do CrossFit, that you should be worried about what you're gonna look like. I think you should go in, work hard, have a healthy diet, and really try to push your limits, really try to see what you're capable of. CrossFit is all about finding potential. I'll tell you, one time I was in a gym with my gym owner, and I was doing a workout, and it was on a Friday night, and it was in the middle of Los Angeles, and all of our friends were working out, and people would stop by the front of the gym and just walk by and peek into the gym and say, oh, you know, like kind of look at the community, the atmosphere, what was going on. And there was a girl that came in and was asking about, you know, does CrossFit make you too bulky? And I was climbing a rope. And I might add that this was like my 25th rope climb of the evening. So I'd been climbing ropes for a long time. I would say I've been doing CrossFit at a pretty serious level. So I was doing something that maybe isn't, you know, typical of a normal CrossFit attendant. And my arms were pretty blown up. Like every muscle in my arms was working to help me climb these ropes to a 20-foot tall ceiling. And the girl comes in, and maybe she felt a little overweight or a little out of shape, and she just wanted to lose some weight. And she points at me on the rope and she's like, I don't want to look like that. And I remember my gym owner telling me afterwards that she said that, and I was like a little hurt. Like I was a little insulted, like, wow, someone just looked at me working really hard and said, I don't want to look like that girl. I felt a little insulted, but at the same time, I'm like, do you know how much hard work it goes into to get strong? So much hard work, so many hours, so much effort, and so many movements. And I just look at that, and if someone was to look at whether it's my body or what I've achieved or what I'm functional of or capable of, and if they say, I don't want that, honey, you're not gonna get it. Trust me, it's not possible for someone that doesn't want to be bulky to come into the gym and just kill it and all of a sudden get humongous muscles. It's really not how it works. It's more about put in the effort, you know, do what you can. A lot of times when you start, you'll be doing body weight movements, functional things like push-ups, burpees, maybe some squats, maybe some weighted squats. But it's not something where you're gonna be put into this boot camp and it's just gonna blow up all of your muscles and you're gonna turn into a bodybuilder. Trust me, that's not what happens at all. And honestly, if you were to walk into a CrossFit gym, you'd probably be able to look at all the girls in the gym and be like, wow, they look really good. Like, you wouldn't be like, oh, they're too much of, you know, they look like a man. I don't even know what that means. So I hope that if you are thinking about your body image or wondering what fitness can do for your life and you're thinking, okay, you know, I have some options. Is this going to be negative or positive? I hope that when you look into those options and you go and visit those gyms, that you just think, man, what kind of work am I willing to put into this? An hour a day, half an hour a day? Am I really willing to change my life and get into a healthy lifestyle, hang out with friends that do healthy things like, I don't know, get their sleep, hydrate, drink a lot of water, have a healthy diet, eat protein, carbs, and fat, but not overload on sugar, beer, alcohol? It's a lifestyle. And I hope that if you're thinking about doing CrossFit, that you at least give it a try, because it's gonna be so much fun. That's good, right? 1 take! Yeah! We could even make like